What's going on, guys? What's cracking? So today we're going to be going over detailing the Supra. Now it is night right now. I'm going to kind of pre-record some of this because I'm just crunched for time. I'm actually leaving for vacation here this Sunday, but I received some new product and some new stuff I want to try, and typical me, my ADD, and can't wait. So yeah, I kind of want to get to this and get started with this right away. So first off, first things first, one of the big things I received here is from Plus Soap LLC. It's a company based out of Utah. They work very tightly with 8080 actually. Some of you guys are probably going to ask me, well, Ryan, didn't you do a video on that? Are you getting free sponsorship because of that? No. They contacted me regarding if I would be interested in using their detailing products. The owner of the company, Garrett, was kind enough to send me out quite a few things, which I'll go over with you here today. There's a multitude of products he offers. I was very honest with him. If I'm going to review a product, I'm not just going to say, oh yeah, it works great, if it really doesn't. I was pretty upfront with him about that. If this product doesn't work well, you guys are going to know it, because I'm not going to BS you. I'm not just going to lie to you. It's not how I am. And the fact that when I said that to Garrett, he goes, absolutely. Not a shadow of doubt in his mind. He's like, absolutely, use it. He's like, I guarantee you'll be happy with this product is very highly concentrated. Good Lord, can I talk today? Concentrated, and is a solid product. So first off here, we have the foam soap, which is gonna be kind of hard for you guys to see because it's focused on this thing right here, my ugly mug. But we have the foam soap. What this is it goes in your foam cannon or even to your wash bucket. 2 ounces of this stuff will do an entire car. 2 ounces of the stuff will do an entire car. It's highly, highly concentrated. So don't take this and squirt a bunch of it into your bucket. You're just throwing wash and suds away for no reason. For the cost, you just don't want to be doing that. But what else I want to go over you guys here today is what tools I use when I'm washing my cars. I'm going to start this off with kind of like a 2 or maybe 3-part video. First off, I'm going to go over wheels. What I use to clean my wheels and how do I go about it. So first thing here is I use the handy dandy MTM cannon. Now again, this came from Plus Soap. The MTM cannon is a separate company. MTM is its own company. This is the PF22. This is the Mac Daddy of foam cannons. Right now this is offered on Plus Soap for I think it's $120. I think he has a discount on it. Also on top of this, guys, I'll put this in the description below. First time buyers, you will get a 20% off discount code, The Dope Soap. That's right, again, that is The Dope Soap. I'll put that in the description below here for y'all. Use that discount code and you get 20% off your first entire order. No matter what you get, 20% off. You can't really beat that. Garrett was kind enough to do that for me, to hand this out to help you guys. But this is part of their product line, the MTM Cannon. I really like this product for the fact that I can actually adjust the nozzle here for how much spray I want to put out. And on top of it, I have another adjustment, plus or minus how much soap I want to be using. A lot of the cheaper end, also the nice metal ends and stainless steel fittings, a lot of the cheaper ones don't have this adjustability. What you get is what you get. This is the Mac Daddy. This is what started it all. MTM is the original foam cannon. If you're gonna do it right. This is gonna last you for many years to come. If you guys are interested or watch Obsessed Garage, this is what he uses. If you guys don't even know what that channel is, you know how badly obsessive and anal retentive Matt is. So if he's using this product, this is the best of the best, and you know it's never gonna break on you. Next up, I'm gonna show you a couple of the brushes I use. The first brush here is my Easy Wheel Cleaner. What this is here, I use this to get inside the barrels of the wheels. Do you have to use this? Maybe not, but I recommend using something like this every single time. Now, another product you can use is called the Wheel Woolly. That's offered by multiple companies, Auto Geek, Autopia, Chemical Guys, etc. Additive polishes, they all offer something called a Wheel Woolly. Now, they work really well too. I've been using this Easy Wheel Cleaner for many years now, and I really like it. It molds and it's able to actually bend too. You see here, it actually conforms to whatever way you want to use it. So I really like that about it too. So this is great for getting behind the barrels of your wheels. For the inside of your cars, or for the inside of your wheel wells, not the inside of your cars, but for the wheel wells, I use one of these cheap, actually Walmart brand brushes. Nothing special is needed for something like this. This is still a soft bristle, which I actually could use for the face of my wheels, which it's designed for, but I just didn't trust the old Walmart brand. But I've been using this for years now to clean out the wheel wells of my cars, scrub it down with any grease or grime, and this works great. This was like $3 at Walmart. There's no need to go stupid on some of these brushes. $3. It actually has rubber around the whole entire edge here too. This is all like rubberized. So if you hit it against the wheel or anything even inside, or if you hit the paint, it's not gonna ding it. It's not gonna nick it up. Can't beat this. Like I said, the decal that was on top is completely worn off now. It's all gunked up and dirty, but the bristles are still fine. It works great for cleaning out inside your wheel wells. Lastly here, I use this little guy here. Now this came as a kit on Amazon. This is a boar's hair brush and it came with 5 other brushes. This is the biggest one. I really like these brushes when going with wheels because I love to get inside those nooks and crannies. There is bigger brushes, which I actually do have in my cabinet back there. I don't like them. They're too big. They end up being more cumbersome than anything else. Just take the extra minute and use this for your entire wheels, how I look at it. I mean, you end up having to use this same kind of brush when you do your lug nuts and everything else. Why not just use one brush to do the entire wheel? It's one less thing you have to mess with. I like simplicity as much as I can. Obviously, when you're cleaning a car, you want to separate things and keep it simple, but you have to keep, you know, you have your wash bucket and you have your rinse bucket, etc., which I'll show you that here too. But I like using just one single brush. This is brand new. I haven't actually got to use this one yet, but I've been using a boar's hair brush like this for around 3 years now, and they're fantastic. And actually, the one I have is still fantastic. It hasn't even broken down yet, and I use it every weekend on all of our vehicles. Not a single problem yet, but I'll link this down below too for you guys. I think a pack of 5, I want to say it was $15 or maybe $20 for 5 boar's hair brushes. You really can't beat that. It's dirt cheap. These are really expensive usually. Like I said, again, it was on Amazon. Definitely recommend this. All right, and last up, guys, is your bucket and wash mitt. Now, for my bucket, I literally use this right here. It is a Walmart wash bucket, but it fits perfectly. My favorite tool of the trade, grit guard. You must get one of these guys. It's crucial to making sure your mitt does not get dirty. You're not circulating dirt up inside the bucket. People just think, well, it just keeps your mitt from hanging and sitting on the bottom. That's not true. The point of it is, on top of that, you guys can see here, it actually has these dividers. What these dividers do, it keeps the water from swirling and bringing up that dirt to the top again. It actually literally holds that dirt down, so once it's down the bottom and the settlement sets, it stays there. If this was open and this was corrugated through here so the water could circulate, that water could come back up, bring all that contamination and put it on your paint and your wheels, and you just don't want that. I'm a big believer in these. I didn't think they were worth shit, to be honest, when I first got them. But after using them now for the last year, I'm a huge believer in these. And they're also kind of nice once you're done using your mitts, you just set them out in the ground and put your mitt on top of this so it's not sitting on the concrete and getting contaminants inside of it. Very nice little product. These are around 10 bucks from, say, Auto Geek, Autopia, etc. I believe Plus Soap is going to start carrying these also. Again, I'll post all that stuff down below and make this really easy for you guys. Again, the bucket, Walmart bucket, $3 at Walmart. If Walmart's not close to you, you can get something like this offline for $4 or $5. It's going to cost you a little more because of shipping. But yeah, it's just a regular blue bucket. There's nothing special, no name or anything on it. I'm probably going to get the decals from Obsessed Garage that say wash, rinse, and wheels. I think they're like 20 bucks. I'll link that below too to help you guys out. So enough of me talking. Let's get to washing the car. It's night right now. We'll do that tomorrow morning. I'm actually going to go to Cars and Coffee in Hunt Valley, Maryland. If you don't know what that is, it's a massive car show. I'm hoping to get a little bit of footage of that too. When I get back, I'll finish recording this and let you guys enjoy what I got to show you. All right, guys. So finally got time to get around to washing this thing here. It's my 95 Toyota Supra, which you guys, if you've been following my channel for a long time now, this is the car. This is the car I'm always messing with, always working on, cleaning, building the engine, doing something to it. Now I've finally gotten time to get around to, well, detailing it, using some of the products that you can see over here off to the side. Going to be going over a little bit today, mostly how to clean your wheels properly, at least how I go about it. I'm going to show you, once again, exactly how I go about this. Earlier, you already saw that the products I'm going to be using, how I'm going to get done for the most part, but I want to show you the technique I use, etc. Nothing really special in my eyes, but just going to go over it a little bit in detail and kind of show you what I do. So let's start off first and get this foam cannon going and see what this thing's all about. All right, one other thing I wanted to show you guys real quick, I should say, is handle types for your pressure washer. I recently purchased one of these from pressurewasher.com. It uses actually like a quick handle instead of using this big thing here, which you usually get with, I call it the wand, with most pressure washers. Now, the issue for today is it uses different fittings for what my cheapo 2000 PSI Greenworks pressure washer uses. So this nice handy dandy one, I won't be able to use today, unfortunately. I would like to get rid of this. See how big and long it is. It makes much more simple if I can attach it literally right to the bottle here and get up close and use, instead of using this big godly thing. I just feel like this is unnecessary. Great for if you're cleaning like your ground or cleaning outside of your house or something of that nature, but to be working in your car, this is much easier to get around with and work with. I think I paid something like $35 offline, plus Soap said they're going to start carrying this here also. So I just wanted to mention this here real quick too. I can also once again link this down in the description below for you guys. I think it was, like I said, 30 or 35 bucks, worth it. And I'll also try and find the fittings beforehand before I post this. This way you guys know what fittings to buy to work with, say, a Greenworks pressure washer. Another thing, guys, I want to express, I'm going to be using a 2-bucket system. This is going to be my clean rinse bucket, and this is going to be an actual sudsy wash bucket. Now I won't be needing a whole lot of that today because I will be using the foam cannon to soap up the wheels and use it for that nature. But for my sake, I do use a 2-bucket system still, even when cleaning the wheels, just to make sure you're not contaminating and, you know, well, partially ruining your wheels. Now my wheels do have a matte finish, so it's not as big of a deal, but it helps to be safe than sorry at times. Now, I'll be honest, do I always do this? No, and that's bad on me. I know from the detailing aspect you should always use the 2-bucket method, but you know, there's times you're rushed and you just don't have it. As long as you have the grit guard in there, it really does help sufficiently. But if you have the time, always use the 2-bucket method when you can. Now, right off the bat here, guys, we've got it soaped up. One thing I'm going to do next here, this is a cheap product. Plus Soap Options is actually a wheel cleaner itself. This is a cheap product I use to get inside the wheel wells. And the face of the wheels are very dirty. This is called Awesome. It's actually $1 at the Dollar General. Be warned right off the bat, this is very caustic. This is very acidic. Please don't let this sit on your wheels, sit on anything. It will go and eat through it. Now, it is water-based, and it's not terrible, but it can ruin finish from what I'm told. I've never had an issue. I've been using this for probably 8 years now. It's been around for, Jesus, 20, 25 years, if not longer than that. I just remember me as a kid seeing it. So I'm going to spray this down now inside the wheel wells here itself. Scrub the wheel wells down here first, and then start working with the tire and the wheel. Alright guys, now that we've got this all soaped up and I've got Awesome sprayed inside the wheel wells here, I'm going to soap up my scrub brush that I use for inside the wheel wells here and scrub this down real quick. Now when you guys are doing this, you can be deep in there as you can. That sounds horrible when I say that, but try to get back there because the crud and everything builds up inside your wheel wells. You want to try and clean it as best you can. As long as you have a soft bristle brush like this, it's not going to hurt anything, especially with plastic liner. Like I said, this has this nice rubber edge around the edge of it here. Try to get back in there. All right. Now again, I'm going to go over here and use my rinse bucket. Rinse that off. Set that upside down. Now what we're going to do next here is get inside the barrel of the wheel. I'm going to soak my brush up here and go inside the barrel. Now, if your wheels are extremely dirty, like I said, you can use either Awesome or you can use Plus Soap's wheel cleaner. These wheels aren't very dirty right now. I just cleaned them, I don't know, I want to say maybe a week ago, and I don't daily drive this car. I want to try and get in here as best you can, especially behind the brakes here like this. Now again, you want to rinse that off. Now we're going to go ahead and use the boar's hairbrush here. We're going to get this little soaked up here for you. Go over the wheel and go over every crevice you can and get as clean as you can. Like I said, guys, this isn't a very big brush, but this is what I like to use because my wheels aren't that big, and it does well around the edge of the wheel itself, or the rim, however you like to call your wheels. But it works great for these small faces too, and then also spinning inside the wheel lugs here, the lug nut areas, and then get the rest of the face and spokes. Try to get back in behind the wheel too. And scrub down the brakes some while we're back in here. trying to be as thorough as I can. Now next up, guys, I've got another one of these brushes just like this here. I'm going to use this just to touch up the tire. I try to use a different brush for this. Now I don't use anything too hard because the wheels just don't, or the tires just don't get that dirty for myself. Now you can use a harder bristle brush for this and really scrub and really get that grime off there if you're daily driving your car, getting it muddy, etc. Use a more aggressive soap if you need to also. Now for the last step there, guys, I went ahead and sprayed off the wheel. Now you need to repeat this process obviously for every other wheel in the car. If you have a motorcycle, obviously be too. That is a basic wheel clean for you guys, something to get the wheels clean when you're driving it on the daily. Now I can do a more detailed video for you when I actually do remove the wheels for the winter. I actually scrub them by hand and then put a wheel coating on them. I'll do another one of those maybe when it comes closer to winter time. This way you guys know how to protect your wheels and keep them ready for the next season. These have like a small wheel coating on them right now. I can't remember the company that actually offers it, to be honest. It's been a little while here, but the wheels are coated right now, and you can see they still kind of beat up. And I don't know how many miles I put on them now, especially since getting tuned and everything else. But that's a basic wheel clean, guys. There's not much really to it, especially when you have a simple 5-spoke wheel like this. Matte finish really does help, especially helps me hiding the brake dust. The only thing is when you're applying wax to a matte finish like this, you got to be careful that you don't add a sheen to it, because the whole point of a matte finish is to have that cool flat surface, and you don't want that shine. So that's where you do have to be careful if you're going to use some type of sealant of any sort. I hope this helped you guys out. This is pretty much the basics of what I do when I clean my wheels. All I'm going to do next now is repeat the process throughout the rest of the car here, and voila, that's it. Thank you guys very much as usual. Thank you Plus Soap for the donation of the product here today. I'm very pleased with what I've used so far. The foam soap does work very well. I've also been using the spray wax, and I really like that a lot. One big bitch I usually have, sorry for cursing, but the one complaint I really do have 9 times out of 10 is that spray wax leaves streaking. Even on a silver car, it leaves streaking and it drives me nuts. With this, it doesn't. And I can spray a ton of it on, just wipe it down, and it just goes on clear. I've even tested it on my wife's dark gray SUV here, and I have a friend who has a plain jet black old GNX Buick from back in the day, and it has no streaking also. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later.